Ciao, welcome to my channel. Today's pick a card is going to be, how are people seeing you? What do you represent? So we have 4 piles here. Pile 1, 3 of Pentacles. Pile 2, Knight of Pentacles. Pile 3, 6 of Wands. Pile 4, 9 of Pentacles. And of course the runes on top, whether you know what they mean or not. Just take the one that seems to draw you in the most. And we'll get started with pile number 1. So if you picked the green elf cap, 3 of Pentacles, with the rune here, which represents harvest and celebration, let's get started. Spirit guides, angels, guardian angels. What can you tell us about how pile number 1 is being seen right now to the people around them that matter most? Someone who has a beautiful heart. Someone has a beautiful heart. I'm seen by the masses, by the people around you. With the house 10 is about community. So the people around you are really seeing you as someone who has a big heart, an open heart here. But a lot of people also misunderstand you here. You can be more quiet, more elusive here. We have Cancer energy. Maybe you stay home a lot more than usual. Maybe you're a Cancer, but there's a lot of water energy within this pile here. A lot of water, intuition here. You're very healing. You have a strong intuition. I heard competitiveness, though. It's like there's people around you that are competitive for you, around you. There's something about who you are. You're very passionate at the same time. I think that's what the misunderstanding is coming from. That you are very elusive at times. You know, High Priestess kind of energy here. You're very intuitive. You kind of know people very well. But you're also very passionate. Not necessarily competitive, but if you have something to say about something that's important to you and your life plan in this world, then maybe people will see you with a duality. Does it mean that you have one? I mean, that's up to you to know in your gut. But I'd say that it seems as though this is how people are seeing you. We have the King of Pentacles here. Someone's not really that interested in money, but definitely is interested in having like stability. You come across someone who has stability, but you're also quite someone who's a student. Like, you're always learning. You're always wanting to know more here, and you definitely want justice within situations, especially ones that are really tumultuous. You know, you want peace, you want stability at the end of the day. Sometimes people feel like you kind of sit on the fence with things, but a lot of these people around you in particular are people who want to cause drama and want you to be on a side that is not the side you want to be on, or is not concerning you here. You know, you stay in your lane when it comes down to it. We have justice, harmony, solutions. Yeah, like you hold this here. You really want things to be balanced. Sometimes both of the parties are not right within something that you feel in between with. But you always bring this clarity to the situation. You're very healing. The eagle is coming out strongly for this energy here. You see the big picture of things. So sometimes people can get, oh, but you seem so kind and caring. But it's like, yeah, but you also see the big picture of things for yourself and for other people at the end of the day, and how much you can do, and how, you know. So that is one thing maybe some people misunderstand about you here. Like, you use the right use of power, because a lot of these cards that came up are King of Pentacles here, right? The Justice. Then we have the Archangel Michael. So, and then we have the Page of Wands, which is often usually more of a feminine energy, can be more of a younger feminine energy here, but I feel like there's this energy of, and a student energy, so you could be in school, but either way, you're someone who always just wants to learn here, but you're watching at the same time. Overwhelm and plenty, 43. Sometimes people feel like maybe you balancing things here or standing up for truth overwhelms you here. Someone's saying they wish that you took more time for yourself, or you do take time for yourself, or they just don't think that you do. That's kind of what I'm hearing, like maybe that's what you're doing when you're with your self-care. That's what you're doing when you're alone. It's not just all work, because I'm hearing someone sees you as a hard worker as well. But you definitely have at least two sides to you, and they can feel very different for people to see that duality here. We have first breath. Yeah, this is kind of, you know, going in with the Page of Wands, where you always kind of try to see things from different angles, even if you've seen things before. You're always wanting to learn. You're always willing to hear the other side of the story or learn more about issues that are going on within society or within your community, friend group, family. That's what it really feels like. It feels like you've been in situations where you've really had to protect yourself here. You've had a lot of attention on you, but you're very connected to the spiritual realm, whether you know it or not, and definitely want you to go to it, especially Archangel Regiel here for justice and peace and harmony within your life. Spirit, can you give us any more information here? Yeah, we have here as well, like you are someone, you have a lot of sword energy, like you'll tell it how it is. You're very straight up about things, especially when it comes to like situations that you just need to, you know. People almost, when they see you, they're like, pile number one, they're the person who's going to be giving us the truth here. They look for that truth, whether they like it or not. People know that you are saying the truth, seeing things from a bigger picture here. We have Chariot, which is representative of the Cancer zodiac. Also, I do feel like this is you're somewhat kind of slow moving with things, or you know, you don't like change too much. You like to take things in, and you do like to be at home more, where you're more comfortable. You really try to respect your relationships, keep, you know, make time, make them a priority, show care, bring advice. You're very nurturing towards them. But you have a lot of water and air energy and stability. Not as much maybe the way people see it, but you definitely have luck on your side. You're someone who always really shines, whether, you know, you want to or not, sometimes even. We have the Moon, very representative of Pisces, Cancerian energy here, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're willing to fight. They might be able to see you as a mermaid, but you're ready to fight if you need to. You're ready to go for what you believe in. You'll leave a relationship if it's not working for you, if someone's making you feel like you're not important, or they're putting third-party situations going on here. You reveal the truth of things. You are someone who's just very, like the gardener. You plant seeds within people. You plant seeds within, you know, your own existence as well. What else do we have here? Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. Yeah, you're very connected to communities. You might be someone who's a leader in the community, or people feel like you are the one to go to. We have the red ideation. Okay. Maybe some people feel like you idealize situations too much, but you're definitely a pillar of strength. Look at here too. The pillar is coming out. You are a rock for people. You're a rock for community. You may or may not get that back though. But I'm seeing a strong thing also about communication. The color blue is coming out. You communicate sometimes, maybe sometimes too sweetly, and people run over that. But I feel as, yeah, passion's coming out very strongly. So when they see the other side of you, like, watch out, you know, you have the pillar and the justice, but you also wear red and you're wearing the crown, and you have your sword up, which has been shown in a lot of these cards. Like, You will make your voice heard. You want to bring justice, but you're also not going to put everything in one hand. You're not going to hold that scale with both hands. You don't want to be the one to make the judgment completely. People look up to you to do that because you have good discernment, but at the same time, you have your own opinion, your own experiences. So I feel like a lot of time you're kind of like, I have my opinion with it, but at the same time, I'm not going to be the one who's going to lead this. You may be somewhat more wanting to be more of a mediator. We have sadness. I feel like you're just someone who also is a manifester. You're someone who's very good at manifesting. Magician energy coming up here. Your words are your power too. Your words are like spells. That is a big strength of yours here. Purple energy coming out. And then we have peace. We have sadness. So it's like your ideal goal is to bring peace to a situation. But with your passion, you're red. Sometimes you kick up you know that you have to kick up a fuss. You have to kick up a fuss. You want things to get done. And that's where that duality comes in with people. And they're like, but you always use like the right, use of power. And that's why you were looked up into the community. But yeah, people don't know you very well. Sometimes will believe like, what is going on here? I thought this is how they were. But that's more of their own, right? God forbid you have to step it up more, or you have this fire burning within you. Oh, wow. We have reflection, cleanse, sadness here. People sense that you may have a fear of success and a fear of relationships, though, as good as you are, because of how soft-hearted you are and you have been manipulated in the past. It's hard for you at times. Your confidence maybe is kind of down within that situation. You love your friends, you love your community, and you like being on your own, but you've had a lot of problems with people in the past kind of going over your boundaries here. Taking advantage of the abundance that comes into your life, using your anxiety to kind of throw you off course here. So you're really determined. So you like to balance things out with the flow, but like a lot of people out there aren't like that. But Spirit's just saying, like, you might be kind of frustrated with that, especially with love. It's been hard. And people around you are protective of you because of that. And they do see that your confidence in that way for another person as well as yourself. Like you want comfort at the same time too. But you want mystery, you want comfort, you want a bunch of different things, but it just feels like people around you find that you don't have a lot of movement towards that, or that's not your motivation. But the people that really know you know that you're frustrated by that. You would like companionship. You want a partnership in life. It's important to you, but it's been hard, and you've been having a lot of sadness when it comes to relationships instead of, passion, and the mystery has been deception instead of like excitement. Let's get a card from here. You're a very determined person. You don't want people to take away from your achievements, because that took you a long time to know what you are and what that you could be determined, that you could, go against all odds here. That chariot energy here, chariot of fire. Yeah, so you reclaim your power. You've been through difficulties, the achievements, the stabilities that you have within your emotional stability, whether you have a house, whether you have some type of stability, it's something that's comforting, cozy, something that you put where you do, maybe you do spells, maybe you do healing manifestations here, but you're someone who people really look up to because of that. You have an active power with you at the same time, and that's very strong as well. Death and rebirth. You know that they're not bad things, but other people may think that. Death in reverse, that type of energy. So the Panther spirit here as well. You're very, you can be just very elusive with things. You can be very, like the Panther, is stealthy at times. Got Gemini. That could be coming from where you're a social butterfly, very creative. You can be very flexible. You have that compassion for people. And then home is coming out here as well. So really caring about home, caring about your ancestors, your lineage here. You know, your cultural background is very important to you. So people really, when they first meet you, and the people that know you know that's important to you, whether it's the clothes that you wear that's culturally connected to your culture, jewelry, the way you express yourself, the way you act, the way you live your life, a lot of this, you know, is connected to your roots. People find that comforting and they find that inspiring. You really express it through that, whether you say or not, that's important on you. You have that. You're mostly approachable, though, at the end of the day. Perception that people have of you is a lot different for those who feel unsure about things or maybe even intimidated by you, because you're very outgoing, also very sensitive, and also can be very, you know, sad, but also can be very angry too. And that is like dualities that a lot of people do not have in life here. And you've also done a lot of healing. Even when you're sensitive and you seem to have a lot of emotions, some people are like, oh, they need a lot of healing. No, you've done a lot of the healing. A lot of these emotions are because of the healing that you've done. Expressing yourself, that's health. So there's been a lot of transformation. People have known you for a long time, see a lot of transformation, especially when it comes to reclaiming your personal power and renewing yourself. But I just feel like even growing up, you were someone who was always passionate, loving, may have lost your way a little bit, and you have now come back to who you are. That transformation can be very scary for people to see in your life that have been used to seeing you lost, especially if they've come into your life when you were feeling lost. But yeah, you have an edge. You know, if something's important, you're going to be competitive for it. But for the most part, you're not competitive. You'd rather things be more peaceful and people be heard. Spirit just wants to say, make sure that you connect with your destiny. You connect with your North Node here. Some of you are really good with fashion. Some of you are athletic here. Anything that has in a leadership role as well is something that would really connect with you in terms of like community leadership. Helping others get through the same kind of struggles that you've been through in your life. Yeah, part of fortune increase. People think that you're someone who brings a lot of success to others. You know, you're that walking money bag, you're that walking wheel of fortune. You bring a lot of success and increase to people when they're around you here. You have a very karmic, I saw the shell again before in another card here. There is a lot of karmic energy. People around you are very karmic. You may be karmic in a lot of people's energy as well. Seeing elephant and also a horse energy here. You don't use force to get what you want, but you are very passionate. And you will step up. That's something a lot of people don't see. And live with love here. So let's get a few more cards of some archetypes as well as some attributes that people might see, how people might view you here. You might wear a lot of green, so people might think that you're trying to camouflage or that. We've got king. So you have like this authoritarian about you here, player. Some of you, I think that's because of your charm, because you know how to talk, you know how to put it on when you want to. I'm also seeing, because we saw the boxing gloves again, and this one came out here. So you like a challenge, you like a goal, but you're not the biggest person when it comes to competing all the time for everything in life. We also have clown. So yeah, you could be a class clown or be someone who has a really good sense of humor. People see that you see the lightheartedness in things. But you're also very intuitive and observant. I'm also seeing volunteer. So you're someone who shows a lot of spirit of service. You may love animals here. bunny representing someone who is like good luck here. We have lost soul, but it came out like this. This energy might come from someone who feels like in the past, or someone who's known you in the past that doesn't have contact with you anymore here, feels like you didn't know who you were, and you didn't. But it didn't make you a lost soul. You're just kind of confused, and you felt defeated at that point. So you're seeking more from yourself, I think, spiritually here. Because I feel like this is you have a very karmic energy here. We have father as well, father energy and elder energy here. Whether you're an old soul at the end of the day, so this person might even be the lost soul by telling you, saying that about you or thinking that about you because they see things the way status quo within where you live. So they are seeing you as someone who's lost because you're not getting with the program here. But you're just like this guide, teacher, and mentor energy, and you have a lot of wisdom. So it's beautiful energy, and you have beautiful eyes. There's something about the color of your eyes or just the way of your eyes that are just very penetrating. Like it can be very intense, but also very observant. So people, when they see you, they get kind of nervous and startled because they know that you see everything. You see through things. You see through things. You know, being that old soul and being someone who is very sensitive, intuitive, and will stand up for things. So yeah, a lot of people do avoid you too because they've done you wrong or they've done other people wrong. And it's like you have this like detective like energy as well as that justice energy where you'll find out the truth. You will find a way to justify your intuition here. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 1. Hope it resonated. If you would like a read, look down for all the details below, prices and how to get a hold of me. And yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure you give thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Check out some other piles if you'd like. And if you're able to and you feel called to leave a donation through my PayPal, that information will be in my description as well. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope this gave you some clarity. Ciao.